in the quiet village of Eldermist, where cobblestone street would, like lazy serpents, were lived an eccentric clockmaker named Cornelius Tickwick. Cornelius was known for two things: his unparalleled skill in crafting intricate timepieces and his love for pulling pranks that left the villagers scratching their heads. One foggy morning, Cornelius announced he had created his magnus opus, a clock so extraordinary it could bend time itself. The villagers, intrigued, slightly skeptical, gathered in the town square to witness the unveiling. The clock stood tall, its golden hands glinting in the pale sunlight, and its face adorned with strange symbols that seemed to shift when no one was looking. "Behold," Cornelius declared, his voice booming like a carnival bucket with cloud can grant one wish to whoever wins at the processionally magnets, but before coming with a twist. The villagers chuckled. The villagers chuckled nervous. Cornelius' pranks were legendary. Once he had convinced the town baker that his bread was sinking, causing the poor man to question his sanity 2 weeks, but the promise of which was too tempting to ignore. What night the square was packed with aged onlookers. At the stroke of midnight the major stepped forward, cleared his throat, and gave the clock a firm wind. The crown held its breath as the clock's guard whirred and chimed. Suddenly, the major whistled, and a puff of smoke, only to reappear moments later, wearing a chicken suit. The village erupted in laughter. "Classic Cornelius," they cried, but the clockmaker merely smirked and said the wish was granted. He wanted to be the most popular man in town, and now he is. The next night, the town's wealthiest merchant tried his luck. He wished for endless riches. The clock chimed, and he was buoyed on the avalanches of gold coins, only to discover the chocolate, a sweet twist. Cornelius cupid. As the days passed, more village tried the hand and the clock, each wish ending in the hilariously unexpected outcome. A young girl wished for eternal happiness and found herself unable to stop laughing even during her grandmother's funeral. A farmer wished for a beautiful harvest and woke up to find his fields overrun by pumpkins, each one wearing a tiny head. But the real twist came when Cornelius himself decided to win the clock. "I wish," he said solemnly, "to live forever." The clock chimed, and the crown waited for the punchline, but nothing happened. Cornelius shrugged and walked away, leaving the village baffled. Years turned into decades, and Cornelius never again a day. The village grew old, children became adults, and still the Clockmaker remained unchanged. Eventually, the clock fell into desperate, its gate rusted and its face cracked. One day, a young boy asked Cornelius, "Why did the clock play a trick and you?" Cornelius smiled, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "Oh, it did wish to live forever, but I never specified how I would live." With that, he transformed into a statue forever frozen into time. He smelled etched in stone. The village laughed, realizing they had been fooled on the last time, and to this day the clock stands in the square and reminder that what even in a learned Cornelius tweaking always has the last laugh.